there, my name is PolishLynx, welcome to SC2VN, and this is the moment of truth match against Bolt in StarCraft 2 in a studio, and this will be something. Okay, the people, basically our teammates who are in the crowd now, wave to cheer at me as the studio lights dim. I forced myself to look back at the PC and focus entirely on the match at hand. Everything I've done over the past week. No, the months I've been in Korea. And even the time before that. It's all lead up to this moment. Well-rounded favors aggression, professional broad player, but not a professional StarCraft player. Okay, the second the loading screen ends, I put the plan to action. I rush one of my starting SCVS across the map. But I'm not sending it to his base. It comes to a stop on the outskirts of his 4th base location. It's only barely closer to his base than mine, honestly. But it's close enough to buy me precious seconds. Reva called this build proxy everything. The pod, gas, racks, reactor, fax, starport, I've drilled it to perfection and hit every timing within the second. Bot didn't even scout, he will pay for that mistake. My dropship rushes straight to his base at a timing that normally wouldn't be possible. Every single one of the extra seconds is precious. Perfect, I unload my Hellions straight into his mineral line. He was completely unprepared. He tries to escape with his workers, but I'm too quick in giving chase. I'm not letting you get away, Bolt. My Hellions wave past his slow-moving army and deal another blow to his economy. That one must have crippled him. He remains in the game only as an act of defiance. With my victory assured, I march into his base with an overwhelming force and take a fight on his turf. He scrapes together a final defense and actually manages to dent my army. It's not enough to swing the game back. Not bad, but game 1 is mine. A gentle knock at the door behind me catches my attention while the studio prepares for the next game. A moment later, the door slides open. Just as planned. Well executed, Mach. Seriously, where did you, of all people, come up with a build like that? Just because a low cheese does not mean I will not admit that it is occasionally useful and appropriate. I guarantee we'll be seeing it on the ladder for the next month. With luck, they will call it the Mach build. Maintain your momentum, fighting! She hurries out of the booth and back to her seat in the crowd when I nod, just as before the studio lights dim and the second match gets underway. Phew, okay, keep it cool, the momentum is in my favor now. I should make use of this briefing room. I need to find out how Bot's going to be playing for the rest of the set. He went for a standard expansion last game, but I wasn't able to see his army as intended. This match is good for 2 base play. I should definitely go for drops, but I still need to decide on an opening. Grab a quick Leon with some early pressure, fine. No! No! Shit! Proxy gating. What? God damn it, I didn't even consider the possibility. I veer my game plan in the defense direction, but Bolt's attack is already overwhelming my mineral line. I didn't want to click that! Even with all of the practice I had against stance rushes, there is nothing I can do when caught off guard. For every step forward take with SCVN and Marine Microbolt sized by with damage to my economy. I can't stay in the game any longer and tap out a GG. Just like that, he evened up the series. I barely have time to make my headphones off before I feel a pair of hands calm down on my shoulders. Keep it up! Stay in the zone! You got this! Okay, enough. He got really lucky, scouted your burst first, and you only barely missed the probe as it came up your map. Come on, you've been practicing with the future Protoss Bonjour and his macro battery. The next game's yours for the taking. Yeah, there's no way I'm letting another proxy get by me. That's what I'm talking about, fighting! Alright, keep it together. There's no way I'll let another proxy get by me. My scout reveals little information, say that he's going for a 1 base tech build. There are several things I need to be prepared for, so I should make sure the front of my base is reinforced. As long as I keep my army on the ramp, I should be able to respond to any flying units. With each second that ticks by, I pull more and more away with the game. Just as long as I don't tech too aggressively and focus on maintaining a sizable army, I should be fine. Huh? Did he transition into something more standard? He takes some damage on his scouting stalker before hastily pulling it away. Was that it? I should probably double check whether or not he's got an expansion down. It might be a good call to drone down a missile turret in my main as well, just as precaution. Lynx, stalkers! Shit, he had vision on my high ground? Must have been an observer. Why didn't I see it? He's able to pick off several units just as they finished building at my barracks. The numbers advantage heavily on his side. I empty my bunkers and rush them up my ramp, but he turns my own choke point against me and handily defeats my entire army with some ridiculously precise macro. I have nothing left to do but GG and accept the fact that I'm now down the game. Knock. Yo, how are you feeling? Do you want the polite answer or the honest answer? You are playing well, but Bolt's been able to sniff out where you are weakest. You need to confront him head on. A macro game with a KPGA Pro. Is that smart? Hey, no one ever said that StarCraft was an easy game. We'll practice long hours for the moments like this. Show the crowd how hard you've been working. Alright, I won't go down without a fight. Good. Fighting! There is no way I'm giving up now. I've already proven to myself that I can beat this guy. Forget the score, focus on the game. This map is huge, but I opt for a conservative timing on my expansion, both shown a serious proclivity towards aggressive play. My scout reveals that we are on equal footing. Alright, time to drop the hammer. My first drop managed to catch him with his army out of position. Perfect. He has to be rushing back to defend against this drop. With that knowledge, I rush a second smaller force into his third base. He held firm. The second prong of my dagger slams right into an overwhelming force. It's too late for me to pull away. That wasn't his entire army? The damage I managed to inflict wasn't really worth the cost of those two forces. I'm fine. I still have a decent army. I just need to contest the center of the map. I can't let him take another base. But he's already beat me to the punch. We clashed briefly before. I order a retreat, frantically reinforcing my wounded army. I can't fall behind. Take more bases, keep my production going. Come on, I've got to deal some damage. If I just sit here and let him power up, he's going to roll me. Boom! Stalkers! This kind of pick-off is just what I needed. Shit, he's preparing an assault on my main. Pull back! I can't defend this! Just before his force arrive, I get in position at the top of my ramp. He's looking at me for a while, until... Boom! This type of error of brute war player makes. The burden to attack was mine, not his. This game's tempo is back in my favor. Even if I'm still at economic disadvantage, I need to hit while he's still rebuilding. Gotcha! The mineral line I failed to take down with my previous drop now lies in tatters. And this time my two-point attack catches a weak flank defending his third base. I'm pulling him apart. I'm inflicting crushing economic damage. All I need to do is win one more fight. I'm spending my minerals and gas the second I mine it. My production has been on point all game long. There's absolutely no way this would have been possible without drilling for so many hours. One more fight, just one more fight. I march across the map and then charge up the ramp at his natural expansion. I maneuver out of the way out of his sea storms and pound the powerful expansive units at the back of his army. With them all out of the way, I'm able to power through the rest of his force. Yeah, he types out a GG when I punch my way into his main base. The series is even. My hands shake, the veins in my neck drop, my palms are covered with sweat. My throat is dry, my eyes hurt, and I can't stop bouncing my leg. Will you calm down? I don't think that's going to be possible. Typical matter jitters. Don't try to ignore that adrenaline rifling. Use it to your advantage. What else do you want me to say? You already know what to do. I don't know. Honestly, I didn't give any thought to how I'd feel if I made it this far. I kinda feel like throwing up, actually. In that case, just imagine how sick you will be when you win this thing. In more ways than one. Alright, enough chit chat. Get serious, Mach. Fighting! Stay calm. Just one more. Cross of the checklist. Depots, rocks, expand. A stalker denies my scout at the front of his natural expansion. That's frustrating. Without knowing the timing on his second base, it's unsure of how much damage I need to do. When my dropships come out, I need to find a good angle to attack him from. Let's see. Whoa, what? 6 gates? And a robot this early? How is that possible? That literally isn't possible. But I'm forced to witness the reality of the situation. Mark across the map. His army is ridiculously huge. This is insane. He faked an expansion and intentionally delayed his one base attack to catch me off guard. I simply do not have enough units to defend against his army. I won't for another minute either. By then, the game will be over. I'm going to lose. No, I don't need to take a direct engagement to win against Bolt. It's time for a base raid. With my entire army loaded in 4 dropships, I sprint across the map and unload into his base. Bolt has 2 options: 1. Pull back his army and suffer a serious damage in the meantime, or 2. Rush into my base and do the same as I'm doing to him. He opts for number 2. Alright, I've been in this kind of situation before. This kind of game is far less about macro, micro or anything like that. It's all about staying calm and making the right decisions. I'm okay. His army is big, but mine is fast. I just need to focus on hunting his buildings down. We trade building for building, the remnants of my main base unable to get away from his massive force. Found another pylon. If I keep this up, I can put him in an unwinnable situation. All he has left is a single pylon, the one he used to reinforce his attack. Just before my final building bursts into flames, I throw down a supply depot in a corner of the map guarded by terrain and distance. If he wants to win, he will have to abandon his final pylon. It's looking like this game might end up as a draw. I'm about to ask if he wants to tie when I notice something in the corner of my eye. Whoa, he just put a significant part of his army away from his pylon. He's destroying the rock barrier. Shit, I'm not in position to defend my final building. Not like this, god! I had to beat him to it. Go! And what's happening? All is slow and silent. My heart thunders against my ribcage. I can feel the blood roaring through my veins. A second later, I rip my headphones off and scream in triumph. This high. I've never felt anything like it. All the effort and hardship I've poured into the 20 years of my life. This one moment is worth it all. With a triumph, Jet bursts through the boot store and pounds my back with clubs between her own cheers. She's soon joined by the rest of my team, who follow suit, sharing in my victory. No, not my victory. Our victory. Yes! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! With some prodding from Axel, we collect ourselves and step out onto the stage to show our gratitude to the crowd with waves and smiles. But before the VSL hostess can cross the stage for a post-game interview, Bolt emerges from his booth with a macabre expression splattered across his face. He wrenches the microphone from the hostess' hand and points at me from the other side of the stage. Savor that win, you piece of shit! It's the last you will ever have against me. The crowd reacts with a mixture of astonishment and encouragement, the latter coming mainly from the fans dressed in shock T1, black and white. Emboldened by my failure to respond, he continues. The current StarCraft 2 pro gamers full disgrace is eSports. I pledge to my fans that I will expose these frauds for what they are. I hereby announce my retirement from Brood War. I am immediately going full-time with StarCraft 2 with the intent to take the VSL Championship on behalf of those that deserve the honor of calling themselves professional gamers. With that, Bolt slams the microphone against the ground, causing its plastic shell to fracture and a loud screech to emit from the speakers. He stalks off stage and through the players' exit without another word, trailed by the stares of his fans. Whoa, there's no way that was part of the KPGS plan. That guy really likes to break electronics, huh? I wonder how many keyboards he's been through. I share a bad look with Jet before the VSL hostess picks up what remains of the microphone and steps to my side. My teammates take it as a cue to vacate the stage. The post-game interview is short and formal, with half of the crowd completely unresponsive to my attempt to show good sportsmanship. Either they are on both sides or they are impatient to see the VSTL get started. Still, a handful of people cheer me off the stage as the studio begins to set up for Team League. Among them is familiar wisp of grey hair, but when I search for the face to whom it belongs, I don't see who I'm looking for. To my utter surprise, a trio of foreigners approach backstage with autograph requests. I will begin nervously, unfamiliar with how to properly sign the mousepads they hand me. Thanks, man. Yeah, thanks. You rock! Eyes crash behind my head when they head off, surprised and humbled. Not a bad start, Mach. I turn to find Jet watching me from across the room. She pushes off the wall and ambles toward me. And, for the record, I'm sorry that I hit you. It might have been what I needed. There's no hard feelings. It wasn't right. There was probably a better option. It's in the past. Seriously. She smiles genuinely, far wider than I ever seen from her before. You'll make a good teammate. And suddenly clap purges the expression from her face. Just like that, it's back to the intense Jet that I'm much better acquainted with. Alright, enough backpatting. Back to the team, we've got places to be. Without bothering to answer my curious look, she rolls her wrist in a beckoning motion and leads me out into the hallway of the VSL studio. It's crowded, with even more people pouring in the studio in anticipation of the semi-final Team League match. But off away from the foot traffic, we find Mr. Kim with Assel, Stunt and Reva. He turns to regard Jet and then me with a smile, restrained in comparison to my teammates. And the victory arrives! Congratulations, Mach. I lower my head in a bow without taking my eyes off of him. Thank you. I'll send word for my assistant to publish a press release. The sponsorship should be no surprise given how quickly this type of information spreads, but it should be a nice PR boost for Enoch Red. Alright, I'll make it. That's a pretty good name. I leave the rest to Jet. I expect great things from your 5. When Mr. Kim turns to leave, Reva, Stunt and I probe with Jet with looks. The rest? It's easier for me to show than to explain. Come on, it's not far. I fall in line behind Stunt and Axel after Jet takes off, stepping in line with Reva at my side. She leans towards me with an offered smile. Congratulations, you avoided the death penalty. Yeah, now instead of dying an instant death, I die a slow one at the hands of a Korean practice regimen. Oh, in that case, it is not too late. She gently chops the back of my neck. I feign decapitation and then straighten back up to meet her smile. This one. She tests the key against the lock only to find that it doesn't fit. No, wait, this one. We retrace our steps back down the apartment building's hallway to a door we passed earlier. She tries the key and again it doesn't fit. Are we on the wrong floor? No, we just wait. Oh, it's the one across the hall. This time the key slides into the lock and then turns, revealing a mostly unfurnished room. It's small and it's not in a great part of town, but I can't deny the pride welling up inside of me as I step inside, shoulder to shoulder, with my teammates. We spread out instinctively, looking over the plain floors and countertops as if we were inspecting a mansion. How do you get this so quickly? It was a good deal, but they wanted to deposit more than a week ago. Someone else was trying to snatch it out from under us. You put money down on our team house without knowing whether or not I'd win against both. Jet dodges the question by glancing away, leaving Axel to swoop in and fill the silence. Nice having a team that believes in you, huh? That's not all, by the way. He gestures towards a lonely cardboard box off in the corner of the room. Stunt, I think you should have the honor. Somehow Stunt has found the time during this monumental occasion to pull out his phone. But as instructed, he makes his way to the corner of the room and peels back the box lid. What follows is a sound of unbridled joy. Hell yeah! He rummaged around in the box's contents before pulling free a red and white jacket. One by one, Stan practically rips them free and tosses them towards the four of us. I got mine and, on a closer inspection, find the Enoch red logo on the back. Looks actually nice. Jet's expression is too neutral to be authentic. I think it's simply that she has a hard time admitting that she had faith all along. Knowing that makes me happy, so I have no reason to press her on it. Yo, it's time to celebrate! You got your chance to celebrate a week ago. Now it's time to practice. How easily Jet breaks herself out of her quiet trance when the chance to play Empress arrives. How? There's like 2 pieces here. Come on, last time before that we were at VSL Champs, I swear. I'm with the kids. I concur. Come on, Jet, one last time. Axel, you're supposed to be on my side, and the rest of you are too willful. I break you out of it eventually. One last time. Stan takes the opportunity to throw on his team jacket and sprint the hallway. The rest of us quick follow suit. It's cold. The coldest it's been since I came to Seoul. But I don't feel it. I have worked my newfound confidence by the camaraderie I forged with my teammates. This is everything I have ever wanted. Team, friends, and the goal to work towards. When I take a step back, it seems silly. It's nothing I could explain to a random person on the street. I beat someone at the video game. I've earned a free bunk bed in a tiny apartment, and I'm obligated to work for more than 10 hours a day. But I can say it with certainty, with the knowledge that I've given it my all. We're all going to make it. Wonderful! So wonderful! Oh man. Dang!
Yo, this one is for eSports. From Box to the Scarlet and sponsors, we got to our Tosis, Apollo, and Greetor. Every time with this drama, we all run around trying to find us a martyr to pitch for. Yup, I story down both things that we don't agree with, but
Very picked good music for this game as well.
Man, this ain't about competing. To be Dota or Halo and League, it's our duty that calls and demands that we be more than a game or a fad, so I aim for the stars.
Oh, StarCraft 2 wings. Okay.
And I said it's for eSports. You understand me?
Oh man.
Because this one's for all of y'all. This scene thanks all of y'all for being
I think I will. Oh. So that's pretty cool. People who help to raise some fundings for the game have their own characters for a short time, but they are there, which is awesome. I love games like that. I don't know why, but I might not be into StarCraft. Well, I think even if I played it, it was very short time. But if you get into a good story like in this visual novel, and well, you basically get sunk into it, and I got very much. I would say that's one of the best I've played so far. Well, definitely one of the top of my list. And it's free. It shouldn't be in my opinion, but well, I won't complain. If you want to download it by yourself, then check the description. It's on Steam for free, as I said. And well, I don't know if the choices have any influence on the story, but maybe they do. So, you know, you can check this out by yourself as well. I succeeded somehow, and very happy about it. And, well, I'm a bit unhappy that this ended already. I would love to play more of it. I wonder, well, you know, there is always hope there will be something like what happened after that the team was created for, well, formally already. Thank you for playing. Thank you for creating this game. Extra scene unlocked. Okay, well, I will go with extra scene, but well, I will get them actually as a separate episode. So hope you enjoyed the whole series of SC2VN by Team 1111. Amazing game, and I'm really honest with that. I loved it. So shit, I'm still sick. See ya in the next one. Well, in the next episode that will contain extras. Bye.